तूने जाने मन क्या किया। ओ प्रिया मैं हूँ तेरा जिया।
Listening to Bollywood Mix, your favorite Bollywood hit music radio show in the Tri-Cities. We just gave you a good start with music at the beginning there. You can please give us a call with your request at 226-666-9558. As always, we're coming to you now Monday to Friday from 10 to 11 o'clock. And you can reach us online at bollywoodmix.info. Without further ado, I'll just pass it over to my co-host Andy.
थैंक्स यसीन भाई। गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स, आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे शो में बॉलीवुड मिक्स, योर फेवरेट बॉलीवुड हिट म्यूजिक रेडियो शो इन ट्राई सिटीज़। आप हमें सुन सकते हैं जैसे यसीन भाई ने बताया ऑन bollywoodmix.info। चले नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग की तरफ लेके चलते हैं आपको। द नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग इज अनदर वेरी ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग बाय कानिका कपूर एंड द सॉन्ग इज कॉल्ड जब छाए तेरा जादू। लिसन एंड एंजॉय।
आज की रात जो होना है होने दे, कोई तो बात है everybody wants you। आज की रात जो होना है होने दे, कोई तो बात है everybody wants you। तेरा सुरूर में और जाम तू, और जाम तू, तेरा फितूर में जब छाए तेरा जादू, कोई बच ना पाए। मुझसे तुम टकराना ना, जान के जान गवाना ना। मुझसे तुम टकराना ना, जान के जान गवाना ना। मेरा बदन पिघला सोना, जान भी जाए खबर होना। ये मस्ती है नहीं सकती, दिल वाला ही बोली लगाए। जब छाए मेरा जादू, कोई बच ना पाए। आज की रात जो होना है होने दे, कोई तो बात है everybody wants you। फूलों की नरमी हूँ मैं, शोलों की गर्मी हूँ मैं। फूलों की नरमी हूँ मैं, शोलों की गर्मी हूँ मैं। तूफानों सी हलचल हूँ, हवाओं का आंचल हूँ मैं। छोड़ो
Folks, this is your host Yasin from Bollywood Mix, and we're just coming to you from Bollywood Mix .info. We are based out of Kitchener, Waterloo. You can reach us at 226-666-9558 if you have any requests for your friends or loved ones. I wanted to just throw something out to the listenership today, and this is quite interesting news. Actually, I was just watching it, last night. There's a young guy called Eric Finman. Started out very young. Obviously, he was having a bit of a hard time, in school, high school. And then of course he found a physics teacher, who not only turned around his ability in physics, where he went from lower C's to really high marks, but more than that, he was introduced into the world of Bitcoin. So Eric actually bought about 100 Bitcoins early on, and for about €1,000, and the rest of the story, of course, is obvious. He is now a self-made millionaire. Within a very short period of time. In this investment, it also allowed him to, according to him, which was important, to skip college, but with consent from the parents. He did, speak to the parents and said, what, I'm young right now. Maybe my destiny would be more out in the real world than being in the scholastic environment, and the parents consented. So it's a great success story. I got a little clip here I want to share with you guys. In a minute, we can listen. We give it a listen.
बिल्कुल यासीन भाई, what is the age of this guy?
He was 18 at the time when he did the investment. Safe to say, he might be around 22 or so right now.
And he's already a millionaire.
He's already a millionaire, yes. And I'll be sharing some more thoughts regarding a few additional things that he has advised, people out there. Just to give this guy a listen, one of the TEDx lectures that he gave. Very nice.
Which he said was going to replace the dollar. It was the currency of the future. And it kind of was a little like stocks and how you put money into it. And honestly, I didn't really care. I just kind of wanted him to shut up. And he said he bought 40 Bitcoins. And then using all the money that I saved up to that point, which was about $1,000, I decided to shut him up and buy more Bitcoins than him, which was about 100 Bitcoins that I bought. And that really turned out great for the future, because when Bitcoins were at $12 when I bought them, they rose to $1,200. And then I had 100 Bitcoins. And at first I was like, what do I do with this money? And then I did what most high school students wouldn't do during finals week. I decided to read a book instead of my textbook. It was called Without Their Permission, which told me that I could really do anything that I want without anyone's permission through the open internet. And that really inspired me. And that inspired me to start something called Botango, which goal was to replace school. Not a great thing to do during finals week. I was really happy about it. But unfortunately, I did not get it done in time for finals. I failed my geometry test, full disclosure. Starting a business is actually kind of hard. Who knew? So I went to this forum called Reddit Entrepreneur, which surprisingly kind of blew up. It got over 300 comments and got very popular. And I got all this amazing feedback telling me that I could really do this, do that. These are the good things, here are the cons. And I was just so ecstatic just to get all this help. And then suddenly I had this reporter come up to me, and her name was Samantha Kelly, and she was from this website called Mashable. And she said, Eric, you have a really interesting story. Is it okay if I write an article on it and ask you some questions? And I was like, sure, okay, I'll take it. I'll take an article. And then after about 2 weeks of asking questions, she finished the article and actually went viral. Suddenly, Entrepreneur Magazine was picking it up. Other sites were picking it up. I was trending on Twitter, and I just kind of freaked out at that point. I'm like, Mom, look, I'm on Twitter. Oh my God. And then...
There you have it. It's a very interesting revelation from a young millionaire, Eric Finman. And interesting, he says, when he started off, in the world of entrepreneurism, when he started his own company, he had some challenges, and he's quite blunt about it. But boy, did he ever get lucky with the cryptocurrency. Now, just as a final note, he is very bullish about cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin, but even others which are surrounding Bitcoin. There's many. Again, we are not here to promote anything, but he's saying that if in the next 10 years, if you don't become a millionaire, well, it's going to be your fault because you did not participate in it. That's how much he is confident about cryptocurrency. Andy, you want to weigh in on it?
बिल्कुल यसीन भाई बहुत अच्छी बात है इनफैक्ट ही इज़ अ मिलियनेयर एंड ही वाज 19 व्हेन ही बिकेम अ मिलियनेयर वाओ दैट्स समथिंग राइट सो इट्स ऑलवेज मेरा ये मानना है कि जब कोई चीज़ नई आती है even though there are more risks, right, when something new comes up, I think chances of making a fortune are always higher when it's something is new and upcoming. I think he already made his fortune, right? As they say, with money, the wisdom comes, right? So, yeah, I agree, right? Like, agar hum last 50 years देखें, तो everybody who made a fortune in any kind of industry, they were all the people who got into the thing at the very beginning, at the infancy, right? So, whether it's Uber or whether it was Airbnb या अगर हम Microsoft, Apple, HP कोई भी कंपनी को ले लें जो they were in their infancy. In fact, there is a multi-level marketing right called Amway. I think in my personal opinion, people who got in the beginning made a lot of money in anything, right? So I'm not too sure that the money is still to be made in cryptocurrency. But again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. But जो बड़े investors हैं जैसे Warren Buffett हैं, right, and Jamie Dimon, who's actually I think I forgot which bank. I think Bank of America or some other company is the CEO. तो ये सब इसको कह रहे हैं क्रिप्टो करेंसी को कि इट्स अ वेपन ऑफ मास डिस्ट्रक्शन राइट लाइक इट्स बट again we see a lot of examples where people have made a huge fortune as well. So again, I don't want to be a judge, right, because I have not personally bought any cryptocurrency, so I don't know, right, what exactly how it will go. But हम कल जैसे बात कर रहे थे about the blockchain technology जिस पे cryptocurrency काम करती है. I think that is an amazing technology. यसीन भाई आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
Yes, indeed. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. Blockchain technology is in and of itself outside of Bitcoin. In its infantile stage right now, okay? And it is developing. And as we heard recently, RBC is now going to be investing, a lot of money through University of Waterloo in cybersecurity. I don't have the details, but I would not be surprised if blockchain, which is touted to be a very safe way, to sort of like do the, peer-to-peer kind of communication, might become, some portion of the, architecture, in the cybersecurity. Andy?
हमारी जो new website है bollywoodmix.info is actually a new website and we have worked really hard. I have to thank my good friend Puneet from downtown Toronto. He's a specialist with AI and robotics and whatnot. So he actually made this website for us and it's amazing website. I would like feedback from our listeners. अगर कोई चीज़ आप ऐड करना चाहेंगे and again it's just a starting, we'll be doing a lot of stuff there. In fact, to tell you the truth, it's something which is boggling my mind already कि हमने इतना कुछ ऐड करना है इसमें and we have so many new ideas and we would love our listeners to give more ideas, right? If something they would like to see, give us a call. The number is 226-666-9558 and please check out our website, the new website bollywoodmix.info. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. आप हमसे chat भी कर सकते हैं. If you want, you can give your opinion, your chat, and personally, I'll be the one, right, answering all your questions, all your opinions, everything, right? So this is amazing. चलें अपने listeners को next song की तरफ लेके चलते हैं. The song is called जब तुम by Shreya Ghosal from the movie शादी अभी बाकी है. Listen and enjoy.
नसीब लम्हे चाहत में घुल गए हैं मेरे दिल के करीब लम्हे कोई बात मुझसे कहते हो जब तुम बेचैन मुझ में रहते हो जब तुम मेरे लबों पे हंसते हो जब तुम मेरी सांसों में पिघलते हो जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम मत्थम हवा ने फूलों से खुशबू चुराई है, पर्दे हटा के रोशनी खिड़की से आई है, कागज पे प्यार लिखते हो जब तुम मुझसे छुपाने लगते हो जब तुम रातों में मेरे जगते हो जब तुम मेरी यादों से लिपटते हो जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम तुमने मुझसे मांग ली मेरी ये जिंदगी, अब तो अपनी याद भी आती नहीं कभी, आहिस्ता से पास आते हो जब तुम फिर बेवजह मुस्कुराते हो जब तुम मुझे मुझसे ही चुराते हो जब तुम मेरी आँखों में डूब जाते हो जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम जब तुम जब
Hello, folks. This is your host Yasin from Bollywood Mix. We're coming to you from Waterloo. We're covering the Tri-Cities, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, and areas. Once again, we would like to hear from you. Any songs, requests, 226-666-9558. We have enhanced our coverage through Facebook and YouTube. And also we are online as always, bollywoodmix.info. So it was an interesting article that we just I read myself about Eric Finman, self-made millionaire. Very inspirational, I think, if people were listening to this. The other thing I want to just talk about to people is something new that seems to have, not really new, but it's been around for a while, ever since DNA and the whole world of genomics became more open to the public. And this is DNA testing kits. I'm sure people have heard about it. They are so easily available. And more Canadians are now, as I understand, waiting for results. Maybe they got those nice kits, during Christmas, in trying to sort of, get some family excitement. And they become blissfully unaware that privacy implications can possibly flow out of this. So some experts are saying that DNA companies they could use these results, and you might get unwelcome information in some cases. You might not have expected that. Not just surprises about your ethnicity, but it could be medical related too. So unfortunately, it's the area of unintended consequences. That you don't know. You are sort of like focused more on kind of like knowing what your genealogy is, etc. And yet some other stuff could come out. And of course you might even get phone calls from strangers you didn't even know, just because by default you allowed sharing of this personal information out in the cyberspace. Andy, you want to weigh in on it?
Yeah, Yasin bhai, thanks actually for telling our listeners about this DNA testing and the side effects or the problems which can come, the byproducts of anything and everything. I think privacy is becoming a huge issue, right? We're giving too much information to companies. I know these companies for now they don't have any bad intentions. right? But कुछ नहीं कह सकते, right? When companies can change their tracks, right? And we have seen that in the past. In fact, I was watching one video जिसमें बात कर रहे थे कि so much data now the companies have, which they never had in the past. Okay, and the funny part is we are voluntarily giving all this information to companies. In fact, मैं शायद वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम की कोई वीडियो देख रहा था, उसमें बात कर रहे थे कि फेसबुक एंड गूगल knows more about us than probably we ourselves know about ourselves, right? There's so much information we have voluntarily given to these private companies, and obviously, as you know and I know, Google and Facebook, they are actually there for making money, right? They are obviously, Facebook and Google is free, or YouTube is free for us to use. But the companies, if they're making billions of dollars of profit, obviously that money is coming from somewhere. And I'm pretty sure हमारे listeners को पता होगा कि that money is made through advertising, through marketing, right? Because the data which we readily give it to companies, obviously they are materializing that to make money, right? And obviously their profits are in billions of dollars. Okay, that's a lot of money. In fact, a lot of us will never even make forget about billions, right? A lot of us will not even touch $1 million, right? A lot of us will never have $1 million in our bank account, and these companies are making billions of dollars every year. Yasin bhai, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे इस बारे में?
Yes, yeah, thanks, Andy. When you were talking, I was kind of reflecting on some aspects here. I think what's important is to understand that we are engaged quite a bit nowadays in this society in what I call digital footprint. We are spending an awful amount of time on our mobile devices, laptops, and other handheld devices that we have. And so what that does is a significant amount of our work day is being captured in terms of its movements, where we are navigating, which sites we are going to, what kind of information we are trying to seek. That itself is a form of monitoring that we don't sort of think about it, but it's unbeknownst to us. There is a silent person that's watching it, tracking, unless and until some of us, I guess, take the big step and try to disassociate away from social media. Just like we had that speaker, an ex-Facebook executive, who did say himself that he's not using social media and he doesn't promote it inside his house either with his young kids because he feels it's an evil. We are giving out too much private information. Andy?
बिल्कुल यसिन भाई, आपने सही कहा. I wouldn't say don't use social media. I think the technology is there for to be used, but I would say highly, right? Like, be careful what information you put out. जो information हमारी private information है about our life, about our family, I'm not very comfortable putting out that information. Maybe for a lot of people, मैंने पहले भी कहा कि for a lot of people it does not make a difference to their life, right? If the whole world knows about it, and for some people they don't want their the whole world to know about it. Yeah, family and friends, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you want to tell them few things about what's going on in your life rather than just calling. But like giving all this information out, right? Personally, I wouldn't do that, right? And I don't do it. But yeah, I definitely, like, अभी हम Facebook Live पे आ रहे हैं. We were coming on YouTube Live as well. So yeah, this is information we want to share with the world, right? But not personal, private stuff. I think that should be kept as it said, right? Personal and private. चले अपने listeners को next song की तरफ लेके चलते हैं. The next song is actually a very beautiful song by Atif Aslam. Again, he is one of my favorite singers, and the song is called जीने लगा हूँ. Listen and enjoy.
पहले से ज्यादा तुम पे मरने लगा हूँ. मेरा दिल और तुम हो यहाँ, फिर क्यों हो पल के झुकाए वहाँ. तुम सा हंसी पहले देखा नहीं, तुम इससे पहले थे जाने कहाँ. जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा तुम पे मरने लगा. रहते हुआ के जो तुम पास मेरे थम जाए पल ये वहीं बस मैं ये सोचूं
मैं थम जाए पल ये पास मेरे जब हो तुम मैं थम जाए पल ये पास मेरे जब हो तुम
चलती है सांसें पहले से ज्यादा दिल ठहरने लगा तन्हाइयों में तुझे ढूंढे मेरा दिल हर पल ये तुझको ही सोचे भला क्यों
तन्हाई में ढूंढे तुझे दिल हर पल तुझको सोचे तन्हाई में ढूंढे तुझे दिल हर पल तुझको सोचे
मिलने लगे दिल पहले से ज्यादा इश्क होने लगा
Hello friends, you're listening to Bollywood Mix, your favorite Bollywood hit music radio show in Tri-Cities. आप हमें सुन सकते हैं bollywoodmix.info या Facebook Live. अभी प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ कनाडा जस्टिन ट्रूडो ने एक स्टेटमेंट दिया है कि if America do decide and President Donald Trump do decide to cancel NAFTA, then according to Justin Trudeau, right, Canada is ready. Right, and but again in his statement, Prime Minister ने ये भी कहा है कि if he is very positive that Donald Trump will not actually cancel or will not walk away from NAFTA because अगर आप इन तीन मार्केट को कंबाइन करें नॉर्थ अमेरिकन कॉन्टिनेंट की जो तीन कंट्रीज हैं कनाडा एंड यूएस एंड मैक्सिको you're looking at $21 trillion market, okay, and there are millions of jobs which have been created because of NAFTA. So chances are very high that the US president will not do anything. Yasin bhai, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
No, actually, it's an interesting, observation. Obviously, that would be the plan B. If Trump decides to pull the plug on NAFTA, we will have to somehow manage it on our own. So there must be a plan B there. That's what he's, implicating here. But like you said, Andy, I think it's there's a lot, that's at stake here between the three countries. Or the so-called three amigos, and really, in this respect, it would be highly premature to even think that NAFTA, as we know it today, is going to be completely removed. I just don't think it's going to go there, Andy.
Yeah, बिल्कुल, I agree with you, Yasin bhai. मुझे भी ये लगता है कि it will not go anywhere, right? It's just maybe a ploy, right, to get more concessions, more advantages going toward US. बट चले नेक्स्ट टाइम विल टेल एवरीथिंग एज टाइम डज नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग की तरफ लेके चलते हैं हमारे लिसनर्स को द नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग इज कॉल्ड कभी यार कभी पार एंड इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल रीमिक्स सॉन्ग लिसन एंड एंजॉय
तू न जा Hey girl, hey girl, you're the girl, you're out of my dreams, oh yeah. I know you come along already for me, I'm gonna give you all my love all day, all night. You're all I've ever wanted, need no alibi. So come along, baby, let's enjoy the ride.
Hello, folks. We're coming to you from Bollywood Mix, your favorite hit music radio show out of the Tri-Cities, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge and area. And you can please give us a call, 226-666-9558. And also pick us up right now live as we speak on YouTube and on Facebook. And online at bollywoodmix.info. Just wanted to touch base with you about a very heartbreaking story that I was able to, latch on to last night. It was quite interesting, actually. It's about a person, who had a very tragic accident at a very young age out in Baluchistan, in the outskirts of Pakistan. Beautiful girl. And how she has managed to transform her life because of the inner strength that came upon her after realizing the handicap that she was presented with, the challenges in her life. But she has turned it around in an amazing way. I'd like to share a clip with you guys so you can listen to it.
Yeah, hi friends, आप सुन रहे हैं Bollywood Mix on your favorite Bollywood hit music radio show. प्लीज़ हमें सुनते रहें. अगर कोई रिक्वेस्ट है आपकी तो हमें कॉल करें या हमें फेसबुक पे या हमारे bollywoodmix.info वेबसाइट पे आप हमें भेज सकते हैं समथिंग इफ़ यू वांट. एंड आई सॉ वन ऑफ माय गुड फ्रेंड अश्विनी अग्रवाल जी, वो हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. अश्विनी जी और उनकी वाइफ जो है, दे हैव देयर ओन AM इमिग्रेशन कंपनी. सो बेसिकली दे एक्चुअली हेल्प पीपल विद इंडियन वीज़ा. अगर आपको इंडियन वीज़ा या पासपोर्ट या कोई चीज़ की हेल्प की ज़रूरत है तो आप अश्विनी जी को कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. अश्विनी जी का जो नंबर है मैं आपको भी दे देता हूँ. ओके, आई हैव टू चेक अश्विनी जी का नंबर. The number is 647-703-0234. अश्विनी जी, अगर आप हमें सुन सकते हैं तो आप हमारे जो कमेंट सेक्शन है उस पर अपना नंबर छोड़ दें. अगर हमारे लिसनर्स कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं आपको फॉर इंडियन वीज़ा, पासपोर्ट या कोई भी सर्विसेज जो आप प्रोवाइड करते हैं, प्लीज़ आप हमारे कमेंट में छोड़ दें. मैं नंबर दे देता हूँ दोबारा एक बार, 647-703-0234. Yasin bhai, aap clip.
Yes, yeah. Just the person's name is Muniba Mazari, and quite amazing. I was quite inspired by what I heard. So I'd like to share with the listenership, please. Here goes.
When I got married, I belonged to a very conservative family, a Baloch family, where good daughters never say no to their parents. My father wanted me to get married, and all I said was, if that makes you happy, I'll say yes. And of course, it was never a happy marriage. Just about after 2 years of getting married, about 9 years ago, I met a car accident. Somehow my husband fell asleep and the car fell in the ditch. He managed to jump out, saved himself. I'm happy for him. But I stayed inside the car and I sustained a lot of injuries. The list is a bit long. Radius ulna of my right arm were fractured. The wrist was fractured. Shoulder bone and collarbone were fractured. My whole rib cage got fractured. But that injury that changed me and my life completely was the spine injury. Many people came to rescue. They gave me CPR. They dragged me out of the car. And while they were dragging me out, I got the complete transection of my spinal cord. Those 2.5 months in the hospital were dreadful. I was at the verge of despair. One day, doctor came to me and he said, "Well, I heard that you wanted to be an artist, but you ended up being a housewife. I have a bad news for you. You won't be able to paint again." Next day, doctor came to me and said, "Your spine injury is so bad. You won't be able to walk again." I took a deep breath and I said, "It's all right." Next day, doctor came to me and said, "Because of your spine injury and the fixation that you have in your back, you won't be able to give birth to a child again." That day, I was devastated. I started to question my existence. Why am I even alive? So what kept me going was, one day I asked my brothers, "I know I have a deformed hand, but I'm tired of looking at these white walls in the hospital and wearing these white scrubs. Bring me some colors, bring me some small canvas. I want to paint." So the very first painting I made was on my deathbed, where I painted for the very first time. What an amazing therapy it was. Without uttering a single word, I could paint my heart out. I could share my story. People used to come and say, "What lovely painting. So much color." Nobody could see the grief in it. Only I could. And that day I decided that I'm going to live life for myself. I am not going to be that perfect person for someone. I am just going to take this moment and I will make it perfect for myself. That I'm going to fight my fears. So I wrote down one by one all those fears. And I decided that I'm going to overcome these fears one at a time. You know what was my biggest fear? Divorce. But the day I decided that this is nothing but my fear, I liberated myself by setting him free. And I made myself emotionally so strong that the day I got the news that he's getting married, I sent him a text that I'm so happy for you and I wish you all the best. And he knows that I pray for him today. Years old when I got married.
There you go. That's Muniba Mazari. Quite inspirational, very inspirational. Actually, how she went with the strength, to take a personal challenge in her life, turn it around, and liberate herself, and came up with some amazing accomplishments in the most recent life that she has. Andy, you want to weigh in on it?
बिल्कुल यासीन भाई, it's very inspiration to our. Thanks for sharing to our listeners, and thank you to all our listeners for watching or listening to our show. अगर आप सुन रहे हैं रेडियो पे या अगर आप फेसबुक पे सुन रहे हैं या हमारी वेबसाइट पे सुन रहे हैं bollywoodmix.info, we want to thank you from bottom of our heart. चलें अब आपको नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग की तरफ लेके चलते हैं. द नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग इज फ्रॉम बाय सोनू निगम एंड दिया मिर्जा एंड द सॉन्ग इज कॉल्ड कजरा मोहब्बत वाला. लिसन एंड एंजॉय.
बना ले मेरी जान, हायर मैं तेरे कुर्बान, हायर मैं तेरे कुर्बान. मीना बाजार लेके झुमका बरेली वाला, कानों में ऐसा डाला, झुमका बरेली वाला, कानों में ऐसा डाला, झुमकिन ले ली मेरी जान, और मैं तेरे कुर्बान.
गजरा गजरा मोर करना बंगला मांगू, झुमकाना हार मांगू, दिल को जलाने वाले दिल का करार मांगू, सैया वे दर्दी मेरे थोड़ा सा प्यार मांगू, सैया वे दर्दी मेरे थोड़ा सा प्यार मांगू. किस्मत बना दे मेरी, दुनिया बसा दे मेरी, किस्मत बना दे मेरी, दुनिया बसा दे मेरी, कर ले सगाई मेरी जान, हाय रे मैं तेरी कुर्बान.
Hello friends, thanks for listening to Bollywood Mix, your favorite Bollywood hit music radio show in Tri-Cities. आप हमें सुन सकते हैं on bollywoodmix.info. Thanks for listening and you're listening to Bollywood Mix, your favorite Bollywood hit music radio show. Actually मैं अपने listeners के साथ, this is Andy नागपाल, your host. मैं एक क्लिप शेयर करना चाहूँगा अपने listeners के साथ. It's actually अभी हमने कुछ टाइम पहले बात की थी, एक इंसिडेंट हमारे सामने आया था. यासीन भाई आपको शायद याद होगा, वो इंसिडेंट था कि हस्बैंड वाइफ की दोनों की लड़ाई हो गई थी while they were flying the plane, co-pilot and pilot, and pilot ने co-pilot के आई थिंक ही स्लैप्ड हर. तो उस पर एक क्लिप आया था, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्लिप. आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर इट विद आवर लिसनर्स. प्लीज लिसन एंड
ਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਨੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਵਾਕਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ. ਇੱਕ ਭਾਰਤੀ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫਲਾਈਟ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਤੀ ਪਤਨੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਆਪਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੜ ਪਏ. ਬੀਬੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਕਾਕਪਿਟ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਗਈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜੋ ਕਾਫੀ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਹੈ ਚਰਚਾ ਦਾ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੀ ਕਹੋਗੇ?
ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਵੱਡੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਚਿੰਤਾ ਵਾਲੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਵੱਧ NRIs ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਹੈ
ਜੀ.
ਫਲਾਈਟ ਸੀ ਜੈਟ 에ਅਰਵੇਜ਼ ਦੀ, ਚੱਲੀ ਸੀ ਲੰਡਨ ਤੋਂ, ਆਉਣੀ ਸੀ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਬਈ
ਜੀ.
ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਦੇ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਤੇ ਕੋ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਪਤੀ ਪਤਨੀ ਸੀ. ਪਤੀ ਪਤਨੀ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ. ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਪਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਤੇ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਪਾਈ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਥੱਪੜ ਮਾਰਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਤੇ. ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਦਾ ਚੇਤਾ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ, ਲਾਗੇ ਬੈਠਾ ਨੇਵੀਗੇਟਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਛਡਾਵੇ.
ਜੀ.
ਨੇਵੀਗੇਟਰ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਅਦਾਲਤੀ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ, ਸਾਲਸੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਰਸਤਾ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਇੱਧਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਧਰ ਜਾਓ. ਥੱਪੜ ਪੈਂਦਿਆਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਵੱਧ ਮਾਰਤੇ ਹੋਣ. ਉਹ ਬੀਬੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਾਕਪਿਟ ਦਾ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਾ ਖੋਲਿਆ, ਚੀਕਾਂ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਭੱਜ ਕੇ ਮੁਸਾਫਰਾਂ ਚ ਆ ਗਈ. ਮੁਸਾਫਰ ਵੀ ਘਬਰਾ ਗਏ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕ੍ਰਿਊ ਆ, ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਸਟਾਫ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਭੱਜੇ ਆਏ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਮੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ, ਫਿਰ ਬੀਬੀ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾ ਕੇ ਕਾਕਪਿਟ ਚ ਭੇਜਿਆ. ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਲੜਾਈ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋਈ? ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਤੋਂ 11 ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ ਹਾਈਟ ਤੇ. ਜੇ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਪਲੇਨ ਡੋਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲੜਦਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ, ਪਲੇਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਆਟੋ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ, ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਬਣਦਾ? ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੀਬੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਅੱਗੇ ਕਈਆਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੁੱਸੇ 'ਚ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਘਟਨਾਵਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਜੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਪਤੀ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ 200-300 ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਸੇਂਜਰ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਸੀ? ਇਹ 'ਚ ਨੁਕਸ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ? ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ, ਉਸ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਨੇ ਪਤੀ ਪਤਨੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਫਲਾਈਟ 'ਚ ਭੇਜੇ. ਇੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਦਰਸ਼ ਜੋੜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਲੱਭਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ, ਦਾਲ 'ਚ ਲੂਣ ਵੱਧ ਪਾਉਣ ਤੋਂ, ਹਲਦੀ ਵੱਧ ਪਾਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਝਗੜਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ. ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਝਗੜਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਤੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਹ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਹ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੀ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਬਿਠਾਇਆ ਕਿਉਂ? ਦੂਸਰਾ ਇਹ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਤਰ ਆਇਆ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਤੇ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨ ਨੇ ਪੋਚਾ ਮਾਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮਾੜੀ ਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੀ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਰੌਲਾ ਪਾਤਾ. ਫਿਰ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਤੱਕ ਇਹ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਥੱਪੜ ਮਾਰੇ ਗਏ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਚੀਕਾਂ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਉਹ ਕੁੜੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲੀ ਆ. ਫਿਰ ਉਤੋਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਪਿਆ ਕਿ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨ ਨੇ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਰਨੀ ਪਈ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਊਟੀ ਤੇ ਹਟਾਉਣਾ ਪਿਆ. ਸਾਡਾ ਐਵੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ? ਇਹ ਰੱਬ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਚੱਲਦਾ? ਅੱਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਗੋਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਲੈਂਡ ਕਰਨ ਗਿਆ, ਕੁੜੀ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਸੀਗੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਪਹੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲੈਂਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੋਜ਼ ਗੇਅਰ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਗਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਾ ਕੱਲਾ ਗੇਅਰ ਪਹੀਆ ਉਹ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਸੀ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਪਹੀਏ ਦੇ ਨੋਜ਼ ਗੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲਾਤਾ ਤੇ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਡੋਲ ਗਿਆ. ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੁਸਾਫਰ ਮਸਾਂ ਬਚੇ ਤੇ ਮਗਰੋਂ ਪੜਤਾਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਪਾਇਲਟ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ ਸੀ, ਉਸ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਤੋਂ ਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦੇਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਇਸ ਕਾਗਜ਼ਾਂ 'ਚ. ਬਾਹਰ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਅਸਰ ਕੀ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ? ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਮਾਮਲਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, ਸਖਤ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ
ਜੀ. ਵੈਸੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਏ ਪੰਨੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਇਹ ਪੂਰੀ ਖਬਰ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਟਾ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ, ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਵੇ, ਪਤੀ ਪਤਨੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਲੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ.
ਇੱਕ ਡਿਊਟੀ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਿਠਾਉਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ. ਹੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਇਹੋ ਹੀ ਆਖੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਟਾਈ ਲਿਆਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਖੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਖੇ ਲੈ ਚੁੜੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਆਹ ਮੈਂ ਸੁੱਟੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਲਿਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਲਾਹ ਟਾਈ, ਤੇ ਟਾਈ ਤੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਖਿੱਚ ਲਿਆ. ਉਹ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਅੱਧ ਸਮਾਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦੀ.
पर सब अगले सवाल पे आने हैं.
यासीन भाई कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप इस बारे में?
Yeah, no, it's a little troubling, né? It's a little troubling when you're up in the blue skies, piloting a plane, and then personal matters can encroach, what would be otherwise professional conduct, right? That you are actually flying a plane and you're responsible for so many people sitting there. But maybe, Andy, you can weigh in on it because I know you are very excited about this particular clip. Give us your thoughts.
बस यासीन भाई, यही मैं दिखाना चाहता था कि जो ये बात कर रहे थे कि काफ़ी बड़ा इंसिडेंस हो गया था जेट एयरवेज का, जो मुंबई से लंदन जा रही थी फ़्लाइट, कि हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में लड़ाई हुई और काफ़ी बड़ा इंसिडेंट हो गया था. वही बता रहे हैं कि हस्बैंड वाइफ को पहली बात एक साथ जॉब नहीं देनी चाहिए, पायलट और को पायलट की, बिकॉज ये कहीं कभी भी लड़ सकते हैं. और सेकंड थिंग इसकी थोड़ा कंपनीज को भी एंड लोगों को भी थोड़ा रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना चाहिए, बिकॉज काफ़ी सारे पैसेंजर्स थे उस फ्लाइट पे जहाँ पे हस्बैंड वाइफ जो पायलट और को पायलट थे एक दूसरे से लड़ रहे थे. सो इट डज नॉट मेक सेंस, राइट, कि आप अपने घर की लड़ाई जो है सारे और पैसेंजर्स की लाइफ को खतरे में डाल रहे हैं. दैट वॉज ऑल अबाउट द क्लिप. चले अपने लिसनर्स को नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग की तरफ लेके चलते हैं. द नेक्स्ट सॉन्ग इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग. इट्स कॉल्ड दिल डूबा फ्रॉम द मूवी खाकी. लिसन एंड एंजॉय.
दिल डूबा नीली आंखों में ये दिल डूबा, महबूबा महबूबा बस ये जान ले महबूबा. दिल डूबा नीली आंखों में ये दिल डूबा, महबूबा महबूबा बस ये जान ले महबूबा. आशिक हूँ दीवाना हूँ, तेरे लिए कुछ भी कर जाऊंगा. तेरे लिए ही मर जाऊंगा
मैं तेरे झांसे में न आऊंगी अरे दीवाने जा
क्यों
ऐसी वैसी बना के बातें मुझे न तू उलझा रे
लुट जाऊंगा मिट जाऊंगा दिल तेरा जीत के दिखलाऊंगा पीछा ना छोड़ूंगा चाहे जितना तड़पा दिल डूबा नीली आंखों में ये दिल डूबा महबूबा महबूबा बस ये जान ले महबूबा आशिक हूँ दीवाना हूँ तेरे लिए कुछ भी कर जाऊंगा इश्क में तेरे जीता हूँ तेरे लिए ही मर जाऊंगा
बड़ी तड़प है बड़ी कशिश है मेरी तो चाहत में हजार मजनू बने हैं पागल मेरी मोहब्बत में
तुझे एक दिन जाने मन प्यार की लड़ियां पहनाऊंगा देखेगा सारा जहां तुझे ले जाऊंगा दिल डूबा नीली आंखों में ये दिल डूबा महबूबा महबूबा बस ये जान ले महबूबा आशिक हूँ दीवाना हूँ तेरे लिए कुछ भी कर जाऊंगा इश्क में तेरे जीता हूँ तेरे लिए ही मर जाऊंगा
Hello, you're listening to Bollywood Mix, your favorite hit music radio show from the Tri-Cities, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge and area, and now going international on BollywoodMix.info. We've got some excellent coverage and feedback we're getting from Africa. We're getting it from United States. And many other countries are going to be coming on board. You can obviously give us a call at 226-666-9558. That's our direct line. And also pick us up, BollywoodMix.info. And also we are live on YouTube and on Facebook from time to time. Wanted to just discuss something else too with the listenership. And this one is in India. In a northern Indian city of Noida, which is on the suburbs, I think, probably of a large metropolis. There's a gentleman who actually made a deposit on a home and on a flat, in other words, like a condominium, a flat, and he's been waiting now for almost 6 years and nothing has happened. Is getting impatient and it's very hard to recover the funds that he put down on the property, which was still to be built. And according to the report here, according to the report, the metropolitan area that surrounds New Delhi, there's a string of real estate developers, no names mentioned, but they have been dragged into courts by irate homeowners who have shelled out payments for apartments that have yet to be completed. Many of them are not sure exactly where it's going. It is reported that sales have slumped, the once red-hot market. And the business is unraveled, and they are leaving them grappling with debt. I'm talking about the consumers who bought these properties. So this is a big shakeup, from the 126 billion property market, reverberating across companies, and a lot of GDP is tied into the real estate sector. In India, a substantial portion. It's a major source of employment also because it does create jobs. According to one think tank, local to that economy there, he feels that real estate is no more the sought-after investment avenue. Andy, you want to weigh in on it?
या थैंक्स यसिन भाई, बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा यसिन भाई। ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स इंडिया में काफ़ी ज़्यादा कॉमन है जो आपने बताया। मेरे ख्याल से नॉर्थ अमेरिका में भी कॉमन थे बिफोर इट बिकेम अ प्रोफेशनल सेटअप, बिफोर द गवर्नमेंट गॉट इन्वॉल्व एंड दे मेड रेगुलेशंस। आई थिंक इंडिया इज़ अ हाई टाइम नाउ। आई थिंक द गवर्नमेंट शुड मेक रेगुलेशंस एंड जैसे यहाँ पे इट्स वेरी वेल ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर with proper regulations, and there are huge fines for real estate agent and other people who misuse or abuse the system. I think India also needs something like that, है ना? जैसे कि आप और मैं, both of us are real estate agent. I'm a real estate agent with Optimum Realty Point, and we work in this area in Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge. So it's very well organized sector in North America, but in India और काफ़ी सारी countries जो है, it's very deregulated, very unorganized. In fact जो आप स्टोरी बता रहे हैं, it's very common in India. So I'm not shocked, not surprised that this thing happened. How about Tanzania?
Okay, before we answer Tanzania, Andy, I'm going to ask you this question. Is real estate as regulated by an act of parliament, whether it's federal or provincial in India?
Not really. It's not regulated, as I said. It's not regulated and it's very unorganized.
Okay. Well, the same thing is true of Tanzania. There is no one governing statute and a regulatory body. Like we have over here, we have the Real Estate Council of Ontario. For the Ontario jurisdiction, we have another one for Alberta, for the Alberta jurisdictions, and so on for all the other provinces. And of course, our laws, the Real Estate and Business Brokers Act is a provincial act, okay? But it's a provincial statute, but it is highly regulated. We are all governed by some strict regulations and code of ethics that we have to follow. But this was interesting news, from the point of view that I think the fallout has come more recently with the demonetization and how this has put a damper on the real estate sector. And again, I am not living there, and you might have friends, who can probably share some light as to how severe the problem is right now.
Yeah, Yasin bhai, I do have some friends. मेरे कुछ friends हैं जो real estate sector में हैं. They are originally from Chandigarh, so I have friends who are into real estate in Chandigarh, and they do send me some good information about new projects coming up. So yeah, it's a good suggestion from you. I think हमारे को कुछ अपने listeners हैं, मेरे कुछ friends हैं. I would love to get their point of view, what exactly is going on. It'll be a good topic, I think, to discuss. Definitely for future shows, we'll do something like that, right, where we can get to know what's going on in Indian real estate market. चले अपने listeners को next song की तरफ लेके चलते हैं. The next.
खलबली है खलबली, खलबली है खलबली, खलबली है खलबली है खलबली, खलबली है खलबली, खलबली है खलबली, खलबली है खलबली है खलबली. يلزمك سناك المبحور من الأرض بقار وقادر قادر وقادر وقادر. كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي है كلبلي. كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي है كلبلي. شولة شولة فتحاية, دريا دريا الحراية, سرة سرة تراية كلبلي. كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي है كلبلي. زدي 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 يا رمان, زدي है तूफان, زدي हम यहाँ. كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي, كلبلي है كلبلي है كلبلي.
friends. You're listening to Bollywood Mix, your favorite Bollywood hit music radio show in Tri-Cities. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it and we're grateful for our listeners. अगर आप कोई गाना सुनना चाहेंगे या किसी को डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे, please give us a call. The number is 226-666-9558. आप हमें सुन सकते हैं on bollywoodmix.info. एंड अगर कोई टॉपिक है, अगर आप कोई डिस्कस करना चाहेंगे हमारे साथ या हमारे लिसनर के साथ, यू आर मोर देन वेलकम. अगेन द नंबर इज़ 226-666-9558. और हमारे शो ख़त्म करने का टाइम आ गया है. वी रन द शो मंडे टू फ्राइडे 10 to 11:30 एंड अगेन विल सी यू टुमारो. विल प्ले द लास्ट सॉन्ग ऑफ द डे. यासीन भाई, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे हमारे लिसनर्स के साथ?
No, just the fact that we really appreciate your listenership and thanks for picking us up, from one of those many sources that we have always been talking about, online radio, YouTube, Facebook, and other social medias that we will be trying to come to you, for your convenience. Appreciate your patronage, Andy.
Thanks, Yasin bhai, and thank you for our listeners. And we'll play the last song of the day. The song is called Kiki Kalerdi. Nice song by Pinky Madasani and Yo-Yo Honey Singh. Listen and enjoy.
किकली कलीर दी हट गई हीर दी राजा करे चीट जी करे हीर क्या किकली कलीर दी करता है ट्रैप जी घोड़े दो संदाट जी करे ना परवाह